God created us as a human being in this earth. Here we have to start our life with knowledge, with no knowledge, and later it converts into the complete guidance of the God. So the way while I am living with the knowledge, definitely I have to remember God, that which I am using knowledge is from the human being. Human being created knowledge, human being created money, and the human being created power. This is the life what we are living at the earlier stages of our life. And later, when we understand it, that from the knowledge we are earning more sins and more trouble and struggle, not from others, only from me, from our own misunderstanding and misguidance from others too. When others are misguiding, I am taking it as my knowledge and I am believing it. When I am come to know the knowledge what I am followed so far is not going to help me in my next future, because the knowledge is only following the human path and the human message. What is the human's path? They wanted to earn money and they want to live the life with what and all they can buy with the money, and what the people think which is so costlier in this earth, with that we have to live the life. This is the definition of life from the human being. According to that definition, the costliest life is the only life of the human being. But the God says the peace is the only life to you given by me. What is the peace given by the God? So the peace is the blessing, the pure gift from the God, which is uncorrupted, which is non-corrupted by the human being, which is directly given by the God, and it cannot be changed or cannot be removed. No one can touch that peace except God. Only He can give or He can remove at the time when He wishes. While we are truthful to the God, He knows that we are truthful to Him. Then definitely He gives the peace at the time when He satisfies on us. So that knowledge cannot drive the peace, knowledge cannot attain the peace, or it cannot be know the place from where the peace is going to be created. But anyhow, we are living in the knowledge at the present. At the same time, we are believing in the God. For that truthfulness, I am having no way to live. I am having only belief. I am having the only knowledge. I am having the both. But the God needs your mind of purity and clarity, or seeking towards the purity and clarity. Whether I am seeking towards the God, it may be anything regards. So I want to earn money, So I need a path for my uniqueness. I am searching in God. But the God cannot give you the money. He will not give money because He shows the path of truthfulness. That only the God gives you. Because the money is material and the material cannot be our life and it cannot save and it cannot protect us. The true life is from the God who created the humanity. And the mind, which is thinking with conscience, which is most of the time noticing the conscience and living with conscience, definitely God having more, God is more closer to them. Anyhow, every human beings are created by the God, but by character. The character is the thoughts. By thoughts they are separated. There can be only two thoughts, one is evil and one is God's quality. The both cannot be mingled, but the human beings are changing with the two qualities then and there. So the God is catching them who are in evilness and in the God's quality. So we don't know who are good people and who are not good. We don't know and we cannot judge as per now situation, because till the last minute I am believing a person who is bad, but now he may be changed by mind. So now I am putting trust in God and I am not going to blame any others who did me wrong or who I am thinking wrong. The wrong justification, the wrong decision making on others will set back to our mind. This will reduce the belief in God, and also you cannot be closer to the God and you will be away from the God. And now the God says to the every human being that who are the believers in me, only they can live the life with peace. This is the only message from the God. So now we are living in this technically improved world, but mind wise the truth will not lose its standards forever. So the technical changes, the knowledge, development of the human knowledge, it can change to modify the living lifestyle, but the mind has only one thing, the truth. Living with truth or without truth, with injustice, living with justice or injustice. Within this category, our life is going to be run. How my life is running now? By mind. The mind is based on what I am going to believe and how I behave in my attitude, my thoughts, in my every single breath where I noticing my mind towards which part I am noticing, whether I am addicted to my past to my material living world or my inner world where I cannot see the mind, but it is available, it is there. So that is my life. And we cannot say that we can't live without the God. So God and the human having the relationship by birth. In that birth, we submitted our mind to the God, and later, while we growing, we forgetting the God because of the human's path. Human's path is evil's path. Only earning of money, how to earn money, how to save money, and how to improve my savings of money, how to develop the savings, how to increase my savings. This is only the knowledge teaches to the every single human being. From the school and the institution, from the every part, maybe 1 or 2% the teacher, the professor may guide them in the right path, but in majority it's not like that. Only minimum people teaching the students about the mind and to be truthful to your profession and guiding somewhat nearer to the God, but most of the institution is not like that. The institution is built, they forming the institution to earn money from the students, from the parents. So they will not leave their income, they will not teach the proper way how the students to live the life. They will do their job to teach only the subject what it is. That is their job. They will get the salary. But no one will worry about the future of the student. This is the truth. This is the exact truth in the society of India now. It's happening. So the common sense of the people, there the evil is even more trying to divert from the truth and making them foolish than the foolish. How far we are becoming fooled, there we lost our senses, we lost our mind, we lost our ability towards the God. So when my parents took me to the institutions, I learned, but I lived it as it is because I observed this path than my knowledge. I observed the true path, that is the God's path. So God's path is only in the mind that is created by the soul, from the soul. No one can reach the soul except God. We cannot, a single person cannot learn about himself by the books or the knowledge, the medical knowledge, whatever it may be, from anything. He cannot learn about the mind, he cannot learn about the soul. We don't know how it's created, but it is creating still now. It is creating and will be created by the God. So how we created, how all are living, these all are the proof of God. So So every proof is to live the life and to get the clarification, and also to get some pure thoughts about the guide, even more better than the past. Every single explanation, every single words and the statements are not just to hear, but it's going to improve our thinking ability. So evil is constructed by the people who are in the authority, the main authority. For example, a government in the higher position, maybe a chief minister, if he is with the evil quality, automatically the entire government will follow his commands. When the prime minister of a country having a evil quality, automatically the authorities who follows his commands below him, the entire government fails. Who suffers here? The human being. Now God is helping those who are suffering and seeking help only from the God. Most of the people are going to temple, mosque, church, and also there are people who will not go anywhere. They will not bother these idols and the idol worshippers, and they will be mostly living by the mind. For them, the God is very, very closer. Because the only communication, the only contact between we and the God is the mind, the sensing mind. So we as a human beings, we have to believe in God, we have to obey to the God. How we will obey? How far I believe in the guidance of the God, how far I obey by the mind where the God speaking, I am going to listen from now. So from hereafter I am going to listen the God words more than before. There I obey to the God. This is the only way of surrendering. So I am kneeling down, I am stretching my hands, I am bowing my head. That is not the true prayer. The prayer is by mind. We cannot see the God, but by living we can be a example to others how to follow the God. I can't show God to others, but God will explain to them how to live in this path. To live as an example is most important. Automatically other will seek the clarification from us. The clarification they don't have. What they don't have, they will increase in the God's path. Automatically the God will guide them in His merciful world. The world with purity. This earthly world, what we say is the earth and sky. Together we say the world, but everyone having a mind as a world. That world is different from one to others. no one can see or allow to each other. What I am realizing, that is only for me. What I did, that is for me. What others doing, that is for them. Because of me, they suffering. Because of them, I suffering. This is not true. Everyone is suffering because of only themselves. And this is the clear guidance from the God. And I am not the God, you are not the God, the human beings are not the God, the earth is not God, the sky is not God, but who creating this is the God. And we cannot see Him. No one near the God, but God, we cannot see Him. We are living with Him. He is making us to live. So when we ask the question how, the God says, yes, it is happening. How we are living now, this is the example. How we are eating, how our digestion happens, how our mind is getting peace while hearing this explanation about the entire mind. So some part of the mind is explained, some little part where we can understand about the God, that part is explained now. This part is making you peace. So while hearing this, we are thinking it is sufficient, but this is just a drop from the heaven. Then what is the next? The next life is from the God. I need peace and comfort mind, where I can live only with the God. And also, whether I am studying now or earning now, I am continuing that. At the same time, I am believing in the God. There, the knowledge and the God's power both meets at one junction. There your life begins. Every breath, this will happen. One side the knowledge will be coming, one side the God's guidance, both will meet, and the God's power will overtake the knowledge, and He will making us to live with peace. And this life is the true life of every single mind. And from hereafter, no comparison to the God, and we are not going to blame gods, and also not going to blame ourselves also. Past is past and present is going to come. Present is our life. The past is not going to happen, and mind is going to live towards the future and seeking forgiveness towards my past. Oh God, forgive me for my past sins. By knowing and unknowingly what I did, I should not repeat it from now. Be with us, guide us, and You are the helper and protector throughout our life. You are the sufficient. So let this be our prayers, and the prayers may help us to live a peaceful life. God is sufficient.